ay taimtim na nanunumpa. Natutuparin ko ng buong husay at katapatan. Sa abot ng aking makakaya. Ang mga takdang gampanin ng aking bagong katungkulan. Kalinsabay nito'y nangako ako. Sa ngalan ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Na aking itataguyod. At ipagtatanggol ang saligang batas. At tunay na mananalig at tatalima ako rito. Nasusundin ko ang mga alituntunin. Mga kautosang legal. At mga dekretong pinaiiral ng mga sadyang itinakdang may kapangyarihan. Sa ilalim ng Republika ng Pilipinas. At kusa kong babalikatin. Ang pananagutang ito. Na walang anumang pasubali. O hangaring umiwas. Kasihan nawa ako ng Diyos.
His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, members of the Cabinet, led by Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin and Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, Juanito Victor Sirimulya, sir, officers and personnel of the Philippine National Police, partners in uniform in the Armed Forces of the Philippines, members of the Diplomatic Corps, fellow public servants, friends and my family, my wife Jane, JP, RF, and BF, to everyone joining us from the live stream. And allow me to greet my late father, Master Sergeant Rodolfo M. Torre, 551354 PC. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Today I stand before you as a public servant, humbled by the enormity of the task and inspired by the mission all of us share, to serve and protect the Filipino people with integrity, courage, and compassion. To President Marcos, sir, thank you for entrusting me this responsibility, sir. This is a position of trust, and as a duly elected representative of the Filipino people, you have my full commitment, and I will abide solely by your directive in faithful service to our nation and the strengthening of the Philippine National Police. To General Romel Marbil, sir, thank you for your service and legacy. I and the entire Philippine National Police will build on your efforts and aims to steer our organization forward, grounded in unity and guided by the principles of the rule of law. We recognize that every step we take from today is built on the foundations that you have laid. And to the Filipino people, the very reason for our existence, we, the Philippine National Police, shall work harder to earn and ensure that our communities are safe, your rights are respected, and your trust is earned. I believe that we are ready to deliver on your expectations as we had done in the past. At hindi ako nag-iisa. I stand shoulder to shoulder with the over 220,000 strong and dedicated men and women of the Philippine National Police, each one entrusted with upholding the dignity and honor that our badge represents. As your Chief of the Philippine National Police, in addition and in continuation of the legacy of General Marbil, I will lead with three core pillars. Pillar number one is in compliance to the directive of the President for swift and responsive public service. We will institutionalize a 3-minute emergency response time in major urban centers, and this had been done already during my term in Quezon City in the 3-minute response time project. This is not just a benchmark, it is a lifeline. Every call for help deserves immediate attention and action. We will be present. Makikita nyo kami sa kalsada, sa komunidad, sa palengke at sa bawat lugar na kinakailangan ng ating presensya para magbigay ng kapanatagan at ng kalooban. Kung nasaan man ang bawat Pilipino, sila ay ligtas. To support this, we must ensure pillar number 2, unity and morale within the ranks. A divided force cannot defend a nation, thus we will strengthen our core from within, guided by discipline, mutual respect, and leadership by example. To our men and women in uniform, we expect the best from you in protecting others. With this expectation, we will also give you the best training, best leadership, best support, and the best opportunity to grow in this institution. Because those who are asked to give all also deserve nothing less in return. Pillar number 3, accountability and modernization. In support of the President's reform agenda and of key pillar number 1 on swift and responsive public service, we will modernize our systems, enhance our investigative tools, and adopt innovative technologies that protect rights while ensuring order. In support of these 3 pillars, I give you these 3 promises. Una, sa buong kapulisan, nandito ako at ako ay lagi niyong kasama. Sabay nating harapin ang lahat ng hamon ng ating organisasyon at sabay nating pangalagaan at itaas ang dangal ng ating uniforme. But I will ask something from you in return of this promise. Sa ilalim ng aking pamumuno, action will be rewarded. Hindi sapat ang pogi points. We will reward those policemen who will work hard on our 3 pillars. Respond to public swiftly, unite and uplift the morale of your fellow public servants, and hold yourself and others within the ranks accountable. Real talk lamang. No need for endorsements under my leadership. Appointments will be based solely on merit, and only the most competent will be entrusted with the right positions in the right places. Deliver excellence in your police work. File affidavits, execute warrants, bring criminals to justice, raise your hands in front of judges and fiscals, and provide evidence against these criminals to support their conviction, and you will be recognized and rewarded. Of course, I have to reiterate that all of these actions must be done within the ambit of the law, evidence-based, and rights-respecting. I challenge each and every member of the PNP to be louder than me, not only in words, but also in action. When you're doing extraordinary things for the people, you deserve to be heard and recognized. Magubanta sa pagserbisyo nga matinud-anon. Magbinuligay kita sa aton ginahandom nga kalinong sa aton nga nasyon. Agtitinulong tayo amang salaknib iti panggilan tayo. Sama-sama nating iangat ang watawat ng isang malinis at tapat na pambansang kapulisyan. Pangalawa, to our foreign guests and residents, we are happy that you have chosen the Philippines to be your second home. I promise that all of our laws apply equally to all, regardless of nationality. We are committed to upholding everyone's right, safety, dignity, including yours. Pangatlo, para sa bawat Pilipino, sa ilalim ng aking pamumuno, ang batas ay patas, ang serbisyo ay mabilis, at ang kapulisyahan ay karapat-dapat ng inyong tiwala. Hindi nyo na kailangan pang pumunta sa kung saan-saan at hindi namin kayo pagpapasapasahan at ang PNP na lamang ang inyong maging sumbungan ng inyong mga hinaing, lalong-lalo na ng paglabag ng inyong karapatang pantao. Tulungan nyo kaming tulungan kayo. We acknowledge your active partnership in creating the bagong Pilipinas we all dream of at buong puso kaming nagpapasalamat. Huwag kayong bibitaw at manatili sana kayong katuwang sa pagtaguyod ng kapayapaan at kaayusan ng ating bayan. We will strengthen our partnerships with the public so we can better understand local needs. and respond to them with empathy and precision. Today marks more than a beginning. It is a defining moment. Thus, let us seize it with unwavering courage, grounded in humility and a relentless commitment to serve the Filipino people with honor, excellence, and integrity. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay ang pambansang pulisya, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas, mabuhay ang sambayanang Pilipino, at sa bagong Pilipinas, ang gusto ng pulis, ligtas ka! Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much and congratulations, Police General Nicolas Torre III. You may now be seated, sir.
To introduce our honored guest, may we request Attorney Lucas Bersamin, Executive Secretary, Office of the President.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you, Executive Secretary Luke Bersamin, for your introduction. Please take your seats. The Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, Interior and Local Government Secretary, Secretary John Vic Remulla, and other cabinet members here present. The Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff, General Romy Browner, and the Major Service Commanders. Outgoing Chief of the Philippine National Police, Police General Romel Francisco Marbil. The newly installed Chief of the Philippine National Police, Police General Nicolas Torre III. Officers and civilian employees of the Philippine National Police, ang aking mga kasamahan sa pamahalaan, ang ating mga bisita na dumating ngayon, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Today, we witness more than a ceremonial change of command. We come together to reaffirm a shared responsibility, a responsibility to uphold peace, to preserve justice, and to protect the dignity of the Filipino. Each change in leadership promotes the values that give strength to our institutions. It reflects a clear belief that lasting progress is grounded in consistent service, accountable governance, and leadership that never forgets its duty to the people. So allow me to express the gratitude of a nation to the man who has served with strength and with resolve, Police General Romel Francisco D. Marbil. General Marbil, you led the PNP with a compass firmly set on integrity, professionalism, and respect for human rights. In your stewardship, the PNP became a more people-centered, structured, and regulated institution. You guided our officers to serve with integrity, and in doing so, you restored the people's confidence in the uniform that the police wears. In moments that tested our resilience, from disaster response to crisis management, from general public safety to the conduct of a credible and peaceful 2025 national and local elections, you showed us what a smart, capable leadership looks like. Sa ilalim ng inyong pamumuno, naging sandigan ng pamahalaan ng kapulisan na sa paghahatid ng tulong, pagbibigay ng proteksyon at pagtataguyod ng karapatang pamtao. Ipinakita ng PNP na walang katumbas ang buhay ng tao. Mga buhay na nailigtas, napaglingkuran at natulungang makabangon. And for this, General Marbil, we are truly grateful. As we bid farewell to a leader who has embodied honor and excellence, we welcome one who is equally competent to lead the men and women of the PNP, Police General Nicolas D. Torre III. Your assumption of command comes at a time that calls for clarity, for courage, and for conviction. These challenges that we face are evolving. We have transnational crimes, cyber threats, extremist violence, and even police misconduct. At the same time, the opportunities to earn trust and improve public service have never been more reachable. Your leadership will help define what kind of police force we continue to build. One that acts with precision, responds with compassion, and stands as a pillar of accountability. Hamon ko sa iyo, panatilihin mong malinis at marangal ang hanay ng ating mga kapulisan. Bilisan ang investigasyon sa mga kaso laban sa mga pulis na lumabag sa batas upang maibigay natin ng hustisya sa lalong madaling panahon. Paigtingin din ninyo ang presensya ng kapulisan sa mga lansangan. Siguruhin mas maraming pulis na umiikot sa mga kalsada at nagbabantay sa ating mga komunidad, lalo na sa lugar na madalas ang krimen at kaguluhan. Kapag kailangan ng taong bayan, dapat may pulis na agad nagre-responde. Iparamdam natin sa mga Pilipino na may pulis na handang dumamay at pagtanggol sa kanila sa lahat ng oras. Sa tulong ng PDEA, ipagpatuloy ninyo ang paglaban sa illegal na droga. Magsagawa pa rin tayo ng drug seizures at tiyakin na sasampahan ng kaso ang mga drug dealer at mga drug lord. Patuloy din kayong magmatyag sa ating mga komunidad para kahit ang small time ng mga drug dealers ay wala ring ligtas. Hindi dapat natatakot ang estudyante o ang mga manggagawa, motorista, magulang na maglalakad sa kalsada umaga man o gabi. Bilang alagad ng batas, inaasahan ang buong kapulisan na kumilos ng marangal, maglingkod ng katapat at maging sandigan ng ating mga kababayan. Iwasan ninyo ang paggamit ng pribilehiyo para sa pansariling benepisyo. Maging instrumento kayo sa katuwiran, kapayapaan at kaunlaran. Continue to engage with communities and partner with local governments and stakeholders. Strengthen your cooperation with all the other agencies. And above all, center every initiative on the needs, the rights, and the welfare of each Filipino. Let your badge be your daily pledge, not to command, but to serve with integrity. Let every decision uphold the law, and let every gesture reflect the quiet dignity of true public service. May the PNP become a source of hope and reassurance to every community that you protect. This change of command ceremony is a renewed promise, a clear mandate to champion peace, to serve with honor, and to move our nation forward with dignity. Together, let us shape a bagong Pilipinas where every citizen is disciplined and obeys the laws, where every police personnel is a role model worthy of trust, of respect, and where the standard of keeping our people safe is high. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang PNP, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.